Yeah, this is for the culture and for those who love us. Chill, CFW, Compton's most wanted in this motherfucker. South side to the best, north side to the beast. Doing forward to 80, greater later, player to player. Real shit lasts forever.
Let's start.
God damn it, yes it is.
All right.
Once again, what's good?
Welcome to the Sick Show.
The Sick Show.
That's right. I got my co-host Montage One.
Ha.
We got the Chill, CMW.
Chill.
Yeah, you do.
I am MannyUP.
Manny.
That's right. And we got
Yeah.
Big D.
D,
on the
motherfucker.
board.
D, motherfucker.
Bro,
All right.
my man,
That's right.
my guy.
I'm just still tripping off the ad-libs for the intro.
Oh, yeah, bro. Come on, man. We on the fly with it.
Exactly.
We on the fly with it, my nigga.
So when we-
Instant replay style, you know the
That's
deal.
right. When we decided to do this podcast, the Sick Show, we really wanted to put a light on West Coast, hip-hop in general, the culture in general, but emphasis on West Coast too, because sometimes we get forgotten on all the tentacles we do and how we help hip-hop along. And our guest tonight is a perfect example of a giant that a lot of people just don't know how much he's done for the culture.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Montage Boy. It's our friend Chace Infinite.
What's up, my guy?
To the Sick Show.
Peace.
Man,
First
yeah.
of all, let me
My
thank all
bro,
y'all
bro.
brothers for having me here, brother Montage.
Man, it's all
Y'all,
good. You
you're
already
my brother
know.
for years, but all you brothers here, man, y'all all, I consider y'all all legends, so I appreciate y'all even having
So
me
what you
on
got
the
going
program.
on right now, man? Talk to us.
Too much. I mean, I got a coffee shop right down the street from where y'all do the
Yes,
podcast.
That's
sir.
hella dope.
My
Neighboring
coffee shop-
business.
Yeah, I got a coffee shop called Haroon Coffee.
Dope.
Which is right down the street. It's 4336 Degnan Boulevard. It's
That's right.
right down the street from, the
Come on, man.
Lovely spot, man.
home of this wonderful podcast right now. I actually live around the corner from here. I'm managing still. I still manage artists. Right now I'm managing Westside Gunn, Benny the Butcher, Georgia and Mojo, another sister.
That's right.
That's from right here.
Benny,
That's
the
my
Butcher,
homegirl, man.
and Westside
Shout
Gunn.
out.
Come on, man.
Andy
Come
Clan.
on.
Shout out
Come
to
on.
that.
Come on.
A brother named Sage El Cesar. He raps under the name Navy Blue.
Yeah, no, oh yeah. I just heard him recently with he got a song with
Earl.
With Earl, yeah, with Alchemist on the beat. Yeah.
Yep,
That shit is hard.
He's from Mid City originally, but he's been living in Brooklyn for a long. He's one of them brothers, kind of like myself. People thought he was from New York for a long time.
Right.
but He's from here and moved to New York.
Right.
And then Yasin Bey or Mos Def.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still work
yeah.
with Mos Def a lot.
Hell
what's
dope.
up.
And that's what.
That's
Let's
what's
get into the history real quick. So, Chace Infinite, Self-Scientific, the group with you and DJ Khalil. Dope producer.
Shout out.
Shout out. Done work with everybody.
Yeah.
And done did it everybody.
Humbly.
Just like my guy
Jesus.
here. Humbly.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a big
Khalil's a
humbly.
legend, though.
Yo,
It's
a
different.
legend.
I don't know, I don't know. I think, at this point, I've done a lot for other artists. Probably Self-Scientific got to a point we we're really known as underground artists, probably through the 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
But, a lot of people really know me as, a brother that's helped other artists do stuff. Khalil, man, Khalil's got 5 Grammys.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah. And counting.
So
And counting.
Khalil's, he dedicated himself in a whole nother way. Like as a group, we did some things, but Khalil, man, he became a giant.
Man, you
Yeah.
can you
Come on, we ain't
see
gonna
there we
act
go.
like
No,
studio
he's
is
still
so
humble.
awesome.
He's
He
still
being
humble.
modest.
Let
He
me
being
tell you,
modest, right?
he's,
I get
he's
it.
humble.
I
Yeah,
get it.
he's humble. No, he ain't doing that. Self scientific. That don't mean it wasn't. That doesn't mean you didn't touch lives.
But you got background Grammys.
I was in the
though.
room when he did that shit, maybe, but I didn't understand.
Y'all got you still got a cult following for sure.
Oh, no,
For sure you do.
100%. We definitely got it. We got a real cult following. Like at this point, like I don't know the type of music that we made because we come from Los Angeles.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
a traditional car and gangbang culture, and we purposely didn't make music that was representative of either.
Speak on it.
The name of our group was Self-Scientific, which literally meant knowledge itself. So even though we from these environments, around these environments and shit like that, we made a conscious effort not to do certain things in our music because we wanted to be like, I don't know, we probably consider ourselves really artistic.
But you still intertwine the hood like kind of into your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Get away from certain
where you
elements.
grew up. Yeah.
Like the examples you was given was just straight hood. You know what I'm saying? And I
100%.
always love that.
But trying to put like a because I always respected brothers that actually formed the real art at it.
Right.
So I wasn't trying to necessarily mock people that I really respected. Like when it come to brothers like Aid or what Compton Most Wanted did, or while I could really appreciate that shit, I figured me trying to do the same type of music just wouldn't make any sense.
Right.
There's so many examples, particularly from the era that we come from, that was like real laser sharp, incredible examples.
Well, there was cookie cutters and then there was lane cutters. I would say we all
even MCs,
we sitting amongst lane cutters right now. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I
I'm
would
talking
say
about just
that it's
MCs.
that cloth. It's
Yeah.
that cloth. He cut from that cloth.
Yeah.
You know,
I need
just
my
because,
own lane.
these guys is over here doing this. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
Right.
how can we be just as funky,
Right.
but in our lane?
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And that's what made the West Coast dope.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Versus, unfortunately today,
Yeah.
a lot of shit just sound like one long sentence.
Right.
Just
Right.
one. You got some good stuff out there.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
definitely.
But predominantly, you know what I'm saying, what the kids is doing is just one long sentence.
Right, yeah.
Everybody want to sound like Drake. Everybody want to sound like Wayne. Everybody, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, that's the way it is. But it's just what he said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, man, I didn't want to do what 8 and Chill was doing. I wanted to do what I was doing, and it's just funky, you know what I'm saying? And then coming from South Central, Watts, Pomona, Compton, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We want to take you to these cities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And let you see what it really look like through our art.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever lane we push.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
really expose, like, because Los Angeles is not like any other territory. I tell people from New York all the time, like, brothers got 5 boroughs. If we had boroughs, we probably had like 1,200.
Right.
We got
Real talk.
It's 300, I think, 24 square miles of Los Angeles proper, 508 when
Right.
if you count the counties. And
Right.
all that shit.
Yeah.
So, it's 13 for perspective.
Right.
For Manhattan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Right,
13
yeah.
square miles. So you talking about Los Angeles, there's a lot of different people, and there's probably more, there's a lot of brothers like, because of, there's always been a traditional narrative of dystopian, utopian in Los Angeles. It's always been used to sell this city. You gotta remember, Los Angeles was, it was a car city. It was a utopian paradise. It was marketed as a utopian paradise.
Right.
Yeah, utopian.
People came here to drive cars.
Right,
Exactly.
Like that,
The
right?
Great
So
Migration.
They utilized, and because it was sort of like the Wild West and it was a kind of a barren wasteland, they utilized certain narratives to sell the city.
Right.
One of them has always been this dark, light and darkness, the dystopian, utopian shit,
Right.
the cowboys and Indians, you can get the Beverly Hillbillies and then get killed in Compton, that whole
Right.
shit. So certain shit always fits the narrative for Los Angeles, but there's a lot of shit that just don't get represented. You know what I'm saying? So that's what so it wasn't like we was in the midst of everything, like dealing with everything.
Of
you know what I'm
course.
saying? But we
You born and raised here?
and then, yes, sir.
Exactly.
I was born at Damon Freeman Hospital. Inglewood.
Exactly.
Yeah, so but we got influenced at a time, but we came into hip hop and we got influenced at a time when New York probably was really, really strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of my music started to get influenced by the Nation of God's on Earth, the Nation of Islam, and the movements that kind of were, prevalent in Los Angeles, but heavily, really in what people consider East Coast hip hop. So that's what kind of led Self Scientific. Even the name kind of, says that.
I mean, dopeness. You know what I'm saying? Because we had, those groups.
Yeah, for
You know what I
sure.
mean? In that type of lane. You know what I mean? For this, you couldn't just be NWA.
No.
You couldn't just be,
Above the law.
You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't be Coke.
You'll
Where's
go
Coke?
crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Keep it
I
100.
told Coke before, man. I think we had this conversation in Miami years ago. I was like, one of my favorite MCs was CPO, Boss Hog, man.
CPO.
I was such a fan of Big
Shout out to Boss
Man,
Hog.
so
Shout out to
Ballad
Boss
of a
Hog.
Fucking Menace was one of the illest songs. I'm just talking about, because I was always a fan of big voices, niggas like Said G from Ultramagnetic.
Right.
The first time I heard CPO, Boss Hog, man, and just the way he was articulating like shit like that, like that's what I'm saying. At that time, I don't give a fuck if he was people considered you a gangster rapper or not, like niggas was ill.
Yeah,
Point
he was
blank,
in his
you just
lane.
had to
You know what
be
I'm saying?
ill.
He was an offspring of Ren.
Yeah.
And that's what they was bringing. You know what I'm saying? When Ren, was doing his thing with the, Hutch, he's in the building. Shout out to homeboy Hutch.
Big Hutch.
I gotta give him his flowers while he's staying here too, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But, from him doing his thing over there, I'm sure he didn't want to sound like nobody over there. That's what made them distinctive for what they was doing. That cloth. It got to be that cloth, man. If you ain't cut from that cloth, you're just going to be one long
And that's why I like the West Coast, because I'm saying cats like Chace Infinite. You had we had the hardest working man in hip hop. Westside Gunn, Planet Asia. The local homie, our friend E Rule. So it was still a movement.
Well, see what you're talking about is kind of not the lineage, but kind of the hip hop is about communities, right? Like,
True.
That's why you got, like you just named your whole community, like the brothers that you came in with, and you guys went on tour together. Y'all build off audiences and you same producers and that whole shit. So your entire shit got built off sharing this community. The artist you just named was actually my community.
Yeah, exactly.
So, aside from maybe E-Rule was actually a predecessor to me and actually partly responsible why people even had a palette for Self-Scientific.
That's dope.
Right.
So brothers like...
Shout out to E-Rule. Shout out to the homie E-Rule, for sure.
Shout out to E-Rule, who is a legend, 100%.
That's the homie. I should have had him up here today. Man, shout out. He's coming soon.
E-Rule, when you talk about like... And I talk about this all the time, like niggas need to do a documentary because every one of us right here, like you from Compton, a lot of brothers from here, we got so many MCs that never really got a chance to like see the light of day.
Super fast.
That was super. I'm talking about some of the illest. We talking about Boy Wonder from Funky Town Pros. Boy Wonder's one of the illest MCs I ever heard in my life.
Facts.
Probably like if I had to, put my money on it, I say Boy Wonder, E-Rule, Breeze. Brothers, but certain brothers they don't talk about.
That's true. That's true.
It's actually like CPO brothers that actually like their example was so awkward, so different when it first came in because it wasn't that many examples from the West Coast that you can't really erase them. Like E-Rule, you never heard a nigga rhyme like E-Rule until you heard E-Rule.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah,
it's
that's
so
true.
And his swag was just
exactly.
dope. Like,
I think it's so many entities that make up this big W. You know what I'm saying? Furthers our culture.
And all important.
You got this lane of music, that lane of music. You got these distinctive voices like a CPO or a RBX.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or a Show Chop. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
These is dudes that was like on a boom bap, but West Coast style.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And really, really spitting lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You got cats like Crooked Eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That really be head hunting. And it's their lane of whatever they're doing. Like, you know what I mean? Your body of work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, that's stand the test of,
like I said, he got a co-following.
But it's part of that block on that W.
That's right. Still on the W.
100%.
Still on the W.
Right.
For
Heavy
sure.
on the W.
Still on the W.
Come on, man.
What do you mean? Because it's weird. We had a whole nother fight. I think because of the type of music we did, like New York niggas used to always be like, these niggas talking about what you niggas know about the God.
Oh, like the God only shine in New York.
Yeah,
Stop
we
it.
dealt with a lot of that, rightfully so. I mean, that's the culture, but we definitely dealt with a lot of that.
Right, but I know a cat like you out
Asia
there
talked about a lot.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
For sure.
Cats like y'all though, you was on your square though, so it didn't make a difference. Like, you know,
100%, brother. We approach this shit like gangbanging. So
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So,
exactly.
So whatever, nigga.
dope. So you, DJ Khalid, formed Self-Scientific.
Yes, sir. Self-Scientific.
How'd y'all meet? How did y'all?
I met DJ Khalil, man, in 8th grade. We was at Santa Barbara Superstar Camp playing basketball. Like real
Nice.
shit. Khalil is the son of Walt Hazard, or Mahdi Abdul Rahman, who was the former coach of UCLA, played for
Lakers.
all this stuff.
Yeah. Give it up.
Lake Show.
Lake Show.
His father was a huge influence on me growing up as well.
Okay.
He had converted to Islam early, and me and Khalil met in Superstar Camp playing ball, man. And I was walking by the nigga's dorm room, and he was playing Gangstar. No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Okay.
So I stopped like, what you know about Gangstar? like what the fuck? Because there wasn't too many people that actually was playing Gangstar on the West Coast. So we forged a friendship really over basketball, and he was already making beats and DJing and shit. So, and then we found out our parents knew each other for a long time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my Muhammad Ali used to own a building over here in the Dons, and when Khalil's mother and father was in college or whatever, they all lived in the building together. It was some weird, some weird shit when I met him. I was like, man, this is crazy. Our parents know each other. We just been best friends ever since. So we kind of really formed Self-Scientific probably in I don't know.
Damn, y'all stories sound like me and Eights.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here tripping like.
It's crazy? My first name is Aaron, and that's Aaron.
And his name
Exactly. small.
That name ain't
world.
Khalil, is it?
No. I was little back then.
Dope.
One of my favorite rappers is Jalil.
That's right.
Man, for real. Mine too.
For sure.
The big voices. Come
Big
on.
voices.
Big voices.
And
Rapper John Lil. I
Man,
just
what was
love-
Houdini doing on the mix that was so different?
Hey, you know what? I had this conversation.
Why did they shit sound so much
me and
better
Battle
than
Cat
everybody?
was talking about this one day. And I was like, man, do you hear how crispy
Nigga.
5 minutes of funk is?
Chris.
You know what
All
I
that
mean?
shit, bro.
That's just
Red.
crazy.
And I was
Friends,
like-
all of that.
I was like, what
sure.
year was that? 84?
Yeah. 84.
Yeah.
84, definitely 84.
So just think
84.
about the equipment that we had back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like them
2
niggas.
inch.
It's like Thomas Dolby did them niggas shit.
Like,
Hell
man,
yeah.
Shit sound
like where they
crazy.
get these sounds from?
I don't know.
Right.
But I remember. I remember they was going to
London.
London a lot though. Remember?
That's what it was.
Yeah, them niggas was
And,
going to London early.
I got a lesson on it. You know what I'm saying? The boy that was playing bass for
Dum, dum.
I
That
forget
shit,
his
yeah.
name. Rest in peace, man. Real powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? On the
so
East
fire.
Coast. He produced. Well, he was producing with Curtis Blow. He played on Christmas rap and all that shit. Same style. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, he played all that shit.
Boom, 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 all that
Larry,
shit.
was it Larry?
Larry
something?
Smith.
Larry Smith.
There we go.
Larry Smith.
Don't start me with the hip hop shit, nigga. Larry Smith.
Hey, D, you slipping, D. You slipping,
He our
D.
week- he our
You
hip-hop
slipping.
Wikipedia.
You know what I'm saying? Larry Smith. You know what I'm saying? But dude was the sound behind that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
All
what
that
Rum was
Wu-Tang.
talking about on the song. Come on, D, you gotta know
Right.
this.
And Larry put me down. Go
Larry
what he
Love.
said. Yeah.
Man, come on.
Man. He did
Dope.
all that shit.
Dope.
Shit. Run DMC shit and all that
Facts.
So he's the one who did.
shit. And the Fat Boys.
Oh, that makes sense.
That do make sense because
Yeah.
sonically
Yeah.
that shit kind of sounded
know what
similar,
I'm saying?
at
That
least
was-
with the quality.
Yeah, that was old boy with Curtis Blow banging for them cats, man. You know what I'm saying?
You
think,
could tell.
Yo, oh, by the way, I can't wait for y'all to hear this. Can I tell them? I can't wait for y'all to hear this song that me and my homeboy Rob T produced. We just, first of all, you know what I'm saying, God bless the soul of Human Beatbox and Prince Marky D.
For sure. Rest in
You know what
peace.
I'm saying? I'm super duper.
Probably the first hip hop group I really loved.
Right.
Like for real.
Come on, it wasn't even the fact that they was fat. They was funky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just flipped. Me and my homeboy Rob T just flipped at the Jailhouse Rap with cocaine. It's cocaine music coming up. We finna shoot the video in New York. It's finna be bananas. With Cool Rock Ski on the song.
Wow. What a tribute.
Another big voice. I used to love
Cool Rock
Yeah,
Ski.
Big voice.
That's dope.
And
Dope as hell.
cocaine, look at that
Oh, come
melt.
on. Oh, yeah.
Look at that melt. You know what I'm
Big,
saying?
big,
Oh, and it
big.
slap. Oh, it's slap.
It's a slapper. So,
That's
Self-Scientific is out. You're rapping.
Yeah.
You had great success. You had success.
We had, I wouldn't say
not as much.
great,
Not
man.
as much.
I
Like
would say we had
commercial.
real. This is what we did. We did a lot of touring overseas. We
Always
established
good.
a real fan base. Like we had like a real international, fan base before.
For sure.
Before you could actually, before a lot of brothers had international fan bases. We started going to Japan in 1994, maybe 96.
That shit was crazy.
I
Yeah.
know it was crazy.
Crazy
That's
as hell.
before social media. So yeah.
I mean, you know
How
what I'm
you
saying? When you
getting
get motherfuckers that don't even know how to
Crazy
speak
as hell.
English but know every word
know
to your
you-
get down,
crazy as
and they really out there mosh pitting and having a good grand ass time.
Tripping.
Hella dope. Hella
Definitely.
dope.
So we
Touching
definitely-
lives
we
everywhere.
definitely I think what we did was I don't know, groups like myself or our Self-Scientific, Planet Asia, we kind of just really expounded on the West Coast underground. And for a while, only certain groups got certain looks from the West Coast after a while, right?
That's true.
We just really continued to create a real economy out of this shit. Just to be real with you, brothers like Self-Scientific, Don, Feel the Agony, Planet 80.
Shout out.
Klondike.
Yeah.
Shout out to Klondike.
All the homies.
That's that crew. Y'all community. It was and it was a movement. It was a dope community.
It really was,
and,
man.
and-
And when I look at it now, it kind of was a predecessor
Steady.
to the shit to come after it.
It's true.
You know, like we made, you know, I tell people all the time, I think we made like conscious street hip hop, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And when I look at, you know, the guys that have kind of come after that, it's like, okay, we continue to lineage and some shit that actually became.
Y'all definitely put niggas onto the purple pack. How about that?
For sure. I can say that for sure. I damn near single-handedly put niggas on the backwoods.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be real.
No doubt.
No
I
doubt.
don't know if I like that, but I definitely was a nigga that did it.
We all
Man.
got things we don't like.
Yeah,
You know, I got
for sure.
kids telling me, man, we used to sell a gang of dope to y'all shit. We did drive-bys. I'm like, man, I don't think I like that.
I don't like the way that sounds.
Let these cats know, man, you know.
I definitely used to clean bullets, which listen.
Oh yeah, right. Let these cats know about your versatility, though, bro. Like, you know, we dead on like the self-scientific side of you, but there's so much more to you, bro. Like, you know, I
I
watched
just been
you.
blessed, Montage. It's hard
Yeah.
for me to talk about it, man. That's why it's like you my brother, right? And I have
Right.
an incredible respect for the people in the room. So that's the damn near only reason I'm here, right? Because
Right.
I have a hard time talking about the shit I've done. I started working in the music industry when I was 15 years old. It was a program called Yes to Jobs.
Right.
Youth Entertainment Summers, right? It was Al Farrell and Jerry Moss, the niggas who started A&M.
Right.
They started a program that took kids in the inner city that had 3.0 grade point averages. I was always a good student, and nigga, I love to read. I got fascinated with the concept of God at like 12 years old.
Oh.
I used to have my moms drop me off to the fucking library and shit like that.
Right.
Because I started learning about African spirituality, all this shit. So all this shit kind of led me to self-scientific. Self-scientific. Everything I did kind of before in self-scientific kind of prepared me for self-scientific.
Right.
Because we did a lot of studying, a lot of, and then at the time, the shit was cool, Yeah, you could go to a club and girl ask you what book you reading and shit, you might get some ass because a nigga reading Francis Cresswell to see you or some
Right,
shit
right.
like that. It was just a different time.
Real talk.
So I started working in music industry at 15, which means that I met all the executives at the time. So that was 1988. 89, you know what I'm saying? So I met all the motherfucking music industry executives at the time, all the black music industry, from Sylvia Rowland to Tyrone Metcalf and some of the white ones, like Steve Berman, all these dudes. I've been knowing these dudes since I was 15 years old. I was always the nigga in the office like, Chase, come here, listen to this shit.
Right.
For the longest. But and then when I actually went to school, after high school and shit, I went to Morris Brown in Atlanta, which is a black college in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Khalil went to Morehouse.
Grambling nigga.
Right. Me and Khalil went down there. Khalil went to Morehouse.
Right.
And I went to Morris Brown. So that's where we really start really formulating self-scientific, you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause we lived together and all that extra shit. So I worked in the music industry for a long time. I worked at Priority Records. Where I met Chill at, I was working for a man named Joe Isgrove.
Okay.
So Raging Bull Records was a label that started by somebody that's super cool. He was somebody I really considered a friend for a long time, a guy named Joe Isgrove, who, if you ever read the music industry business book by Daniel Passman and all this other stuff, you can see, they talk, they allegedly talk about some of the brother stuff, but he's a very integral figure in terms of like radio promotion.
Right.
And he really had a lot of motherfuckers back, like Rick James and all these people. Like, so I did when I met Chill actually when I was working over there doing marketing. Steve Pena hired me.
That was my first solo.
Right.
That's actually. I mean, of course, I knew who he was as an artist.
Yeah.
But the first time I actually met the brother was working there. First time I met Coke, I was working at Priority.
Right.
I met Coke. I did all the marketing on Badass. Rest in peace, who was my brother.
Yeah.
Because I did
rest in
all
peace.
the marketing on Badass and shit. And I know 8 because when Mack 10, I worked at Priority for 7 years.
Right.
Right.
Banging.
And when me and Dan DeVito ran Who Banging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's you can ask Boo Capone. You can ask
No doubt.
Mack 10. Like to this day, I be want to ask Mack 10. Like I swear, how many niggas named Chase did you know before you had your daughter? Nigga? Right. To this day, just because only because I ran the brothers label and 8 and all these brothers doing it. So I got a diverse experience because I really love this shit. This shit really saved my life.
South side to the best, north side to the least. Doing forward to 80. Greater later.